trace your name upon the glass of this old windowsill. The fog is thick and heavy as the evening starts to fall. The house is quiet now and everything is very still. And I am left with nothing but the shadows on the wall. I remember how we painted all the walls a shade of blue, and said that we would make this place a home for me and you. But now the paint is peeling and the floorboards start to creak, and I am far too weary and my voice is far too weak. I try to write a letter to explain the way I feel, but words are never enough to make a broken spirit heal. And the ink begins to smudge beneath the water from my eyes as I look out at the gray and bitter winter skies. Our love was like a castle made of sand upon the beach. It looked so close and beautiful, but far beyond our reach. And the tide has come and washed away the towers that we made, leaving only coldness in the quiet winter shade. I am holding on to nothing but a ghost of your embrace, and trying to find comfort in this cold and empty space. I find a dusty book that we had read together twice. It has a little bookmark with a picture of the sea. And now the air is freezing like a solid block of ice as I realize that you are never coming back to me. Why does the heart keep beating when the dream has died away? Why must I keep on living through another lonely day? If I could close my eyes and make the world disappear, I would do it in a second just to have you standing near. Our love was like a castle made of sand upon the beach. It looked so close and beautiful, but far beyond our reach. And the tide has come and washed away the towers that we made, leaving only coldness in the quiet winter shade. I am holding on to nothing but a ghost of your embrace, and trying to find comfort in this cold and empty space. The dust is settling slowly on the keys of the piano. The morning light is filtering through curtains made of lace. I try to sing a melody but struggle with the alto, because my voice is trembling as I look at this old space. Your favorite coffee cup is sitting dry upon the counter. I haven't had the heart to wash the faded ring away. I think of all the little things that we would always encounter when we were planning how we'd spend our lives another day. But time has moved so quickly and it left me far behind. And all the golden promises are tangled in my mind. I close my eyes and suddenly I feel your gentle touch. Oh, why did we believe that we could ever love too much? Now I am listening to the silence playing on the wall, waiting for a shadow or a footsteps in the hall. But there is only emptiness that wraps around my chest, and a heavy heart that simply cannot find a place to rest. I am trapped inside the memories of what we used to write, living with a love that faded softly into night. I find a written note you wrote when we were first beginning. It says that you will love me till the sun forgets to rise. And now the room is quiet and my head is slowly spinning as I stare into the picture of your smiling, gentle eyes. If I could turn the hands of time and make the clock go back, I would walk a different path upon this winding track. I would hold you closer than I ever did before, and never let you walk away beyond that wooden door. Now I am listening to the silence playing on the wall, waiting for a shadow or a footsteps in the hall. But there is only emptiness that wraps around my chest, and a heavy heart that simply cannot find a place to rest. I am trapped inside the memories of what we used to write, living with a love that faded softly into night.
The trees are turning brown and gold along the quiet river. The summer days have slipped away like water through our hands. I feel a sudden chill that makes my lonely shoulders shiver as I walk across the empty park and look at sandy lands. We used to write our initials inside a wooden heart and swear that we would never let the seasons pull us down. But now the branches bend and break and tear our world apart as all the pretty colors start to fade in this old town. tried to keep the promise that I made you in July. But now the winter clouds are taking over all the sky, and I am left with nothing but a pocket full of stone, trying to survive another evening all alone. And the wind begins to blow the golden pieces to the ground, but your sweet and tender voice is nowhere to be found. I am searching for a trace of us in every single street, but there is only coldness underneath my weary feet. Oh, I loved you with a fire that I never could contain. Now I'm standing by the river in the freezing winter rain. I watch a single leaf go floating down the muddy stream. It looks so small and helpless as it drifts away from sight, just like the pretty ending of our sweet and fragile dream that disappeared so quickly in the middle of the night. I wonder if you ever think about the times we shared, or if you have forgotten how completely I once cared. If you have moved to better places far across the sea, while I am still locked up inside this painful memory. And the wind begins to blow the golden pieces to the ground, but your sweet and tender voice is nowhere to be found. I am searching for a trace of us in every single street, but there is only coldness underneath my weary feet. Oh, I loved you with a fire that I never could contain. Now I'm standing by the river in the freezing winter rain.
The clock upon the mantelpiece has stopped at 3:30, the exact moment when you turned around and said goodbye. And now the time is standing still for everyone but me, as I sit beneath the shadows of a gray and heavy sky. I hear the traffic humming on the highway far away. The world is moving forward while I'm stuck inside the past. I try to find the words that I had always wanted to say, but they are frozen in my throat and fading very fast. How can the world keep turning when my life has fallen through? How can the birds keep singing when I have no news of you? I am locked inside a photograph that never seems to change, and everything around me me feel so beautiful and strange. Oh, the hours go by, but I am still in yesterday, trying to find a reason why you had to walk away. With a heart that's made of stone and a mind that's full of tears, I am facing all the silence of the coming lonely years. I would break the glass of time if it would bring you back to me, but I am only dreaming of the way we used to be. Dusty ticket stub from a movie that we saw. We laughed until we couldn't breathe, then held each other tight. But now the memory is cold and starting to withdraw, leaving me with nothing but the shadows of the night. There's no one here to hear, just the ticking of a ghost that's ringing loud and clear in my ear. I wanna find a way to make the frozen gears align and rewrite the sad story of the love that once was mine. A heart that's made of stone and a mind that's full of tears, I am facing all the silence of the coming lonely years. I would break the glass of time if it would bring you back to me, but I am only dreaming of the way we used to be.
Hanging in the closet by the hall. I haven't had the strength to move it even for a day, and all the little pictures are still hanging on the wall, though all the pretty colors have begun to fade away. I sit upon the sofa where we used to talk for hours and listen to the wind that blows against the window pane. I think of how we talked about the future and the flowers, but now there's only emptiness and cold, relentless rain. I try to fill the silence with the sound of a radio, but every song they play is one that we used to know, and it brings back the feeling of your hand inside of mine, like a sweet and bitter memory of some expensive wine. Now I am living in the shadow of a beautiful regret, with a love so deep and heavy that I never can forget. I am wandering through the rooms where your laughter used to ring, trying to find the melody that we used to sing. But the house is cold and quiet, and the fire has gone dead, and I am left with all the words that we had never said. I find a silver ring inside the drawer beside the bed. You must have dropped it there when you were packing up your things. And all the golden promises are spinning in my head, with all the heavy sorrow that a broken promise brings. Is there a place where we can meet and start our lives again, free from all the sorrow and the bitter winter pain? I would cross the deepest ocean just to see your smiling face and feel the warm security of your beloved embrace. Now I am living in the shadow of a beautiful regret, with a love so deep and heavy that I never can forget. I am wandering through to ring, trying to find the melody that we used to sing. But the house is cold and quiet, and the fire has gone dead, and I am left with all the words that we had never said. I walk along the avenue we used to cross together. The winter wind is blowing hard and freezing up the street. I pull my collar tight against the bitter changing weather, but nothing warms the empty space where we would always meet. Your laughter seems to echo from the corner of the alley. I turn around, but there is only darkness looking back. The streetlights flicker slowly in this lonely, quiet valley, as my thoughts begin to wander down a cold, forgotten track. I try to lock the memories away inside my mind, but every corner of this town is what you left behind. And now the heavy clouds are rolling in to start the storm. I'm standing in the place where we once used to be so warm. Wash away the tears upon my face, but it cannot erase the golden dreams we used to chase. I am reaching out for hands that I can no longer hold, living in a story that will never be retold. In the darkness of the evening, I am searching for a spark, but I'm only wandering through the endless empty empty part. I find an old umbrella that we shared when we were younger. It still has got a little tear right there upon the side. It makes me feel the longing and the deep familiar hunger for all the secret promises we never had to hide. Can you hear me calling out into the freezing night? Are you looking at the same pale moon and wishing for the light? I would give up everything to have you here with me, to be the only version of myself I wanna be. And the water falls to wash away the tears upon my face, but it cannot erase the golden dreams we used to chase. I am reaching out for hands that I can no longer hold, living in a story that will never be retold. In the darkness of the evening I am searching for a spark, but I'm only wandering through the endless empty park. I sit before a blank white sheet of paper on the desk. The candlelight is flickering and casting strange designs. The task of writing down my thoughts is painful and grotesque, as I struggle just to put my heavy heart into these lines. I wanna tell you how I miss the quiet of your voice, and how I still regret the day we had to say goodbye. We acted like we didn't have another better choice, but both of us were looking at a cold and bitter sky. I write about the morning when we walked along the pier, and how I felt so safe because I had you standing near. But then I stop and crumble up the paper in my hand, because I know that you will never fully understand. So I will keep my thoughts inside this heavy aching chest, and let the quiet nighttime put my memories to rest. I am sending out a message to the stars up in the blue, whispering the words that I had wanted to tell you. But the letter will remain forever locked inside my drawer, and we will never walk together on that quiet shore. I hear the rain begin to tap upon the window glass. It sounds like tiny fingers trying to open up the lock. I watch the minutes turn to hours and see the evening pass, and listen to the heavy beat deep and lasting passion that I never can forget. I am sorry for the errors that I made along the way, and for all the silent things that I could never bring to say. So I will keep my thoughts inside this heavy aching chest, and let the quiet nighttime put my memories to rest. I am sending out a message to the stars up in the blue, whispering the words that I had wanted to tell you. But the letter will remain forever locked inside my drawer, and we will never walk together on that quiet shore.
I dropped our favorite photo frame upon the kitchen floor. The glass is broken into pieces, scattered in the light. I stand and look at it beside the open pantry door, and realize that everything we had is gone tonight. I try to pick the pieces up, but cut my finger deep. A single drop of red begins to fall upon your face. It feels like all the promises we swore that we would keep are bleeding out and leaving us without a single trace. I remember how we laughed when we were buying that old frame. We swore that we would never let our love become a game. But now the picture's broken and the glass is on the ground, and there is only silence in the house without a sound. Sweeping up the ruins of a dream we couldn't save, trying to be strong and trying to be brave. But every little piece of glass is like a painful spear that cuts into my heart and brings another heavy tear. I am locked inside the fragments of a beautiful design, and crying for the love that used to be completely mine. I wrap the broken picture in an old and dusty cloth and place it in the box where all my secrets are kept safe. I feel like a poor butterfly that's acting like a moth, who's flying to the flame of a very lonely wave. If I could stitch the pieces back and make the picture whole, I would do it with the deepest fiber of my aching soul. I would clear away the debris and the damage of the past and build a quiet shelter that would always find a way to last. Oh, I am sweeping up the ruins of a dream we couldn't save, trying to be strong and trying to be be brave. But every little piece of glass is like a painful spear that cuts into my heart and brings another heavy tear. I am locked inside the fragments of a beautiful design and crying for the love that used to be completely mine.
The sky is dark and heavy as the hours start to drag. I cannot find a single reason why I should be sleeping. My energy is low and my spirits start to flag as I listen to the sound of my own quiet weeping. I think about the mornings when we'd wake up side by side and look at how the golden sun would dance upon your skin. We had no heavy secrets and we had no need to hide from all the beautiful adventures that we would begin. But now the night is long and it is freezing in this bed, and all the words you spoke are spinning inside my head. I try to find some comfort in the blankets that you touched. Why did we believe that we could ever care too much? I am waiting for the dawn to break the heavy blue, but I know the sun will never bring me back to you. I am walking through the dark until the stars begin to fade, living in the shadow of the choices that we made. Oh, the morning will arrive, but it will only bring the pain and find me standing lonely in the cold and bitter rain. I watch the streetlights flicker through the heavy window screen. They look like tired eyes that are ready to go out. I wonder if you're sleeping in a city unseen, or if your head is also full of heavy, painful doubt. If I could build a bridge across the darkness of the night, I would walk to where you are and hold you very tight. I would tell you that I'm sorry for the things I didn't say, and beg you to come back and stay with me another day. I am waiting for the dawn to break the heavy blue, but I know the sun will never bring me back to you. I am walking through the dark until the stars begin to fade, living in the shadow of the choices that we made. Oh, the morning will arrive, but find me standing lonely in the cold and bitter rain.
I look up at the stars that shine so bright above the hill. They seem so cold and distant from the sorrow in my chest. The winter wind is blowing and the air is very chill, and my heavy beating heart is simply searching for rest. We used to count the constellations on a summer night and make a wish on every single shooting star we saw. We thought our future was so beautiful and bright, without a single error or a single painful flaw. But now the sky is empty and the moon is looking pale, and I am left with nothing but a sad and bitter tale. I wrap my coat around me, but it cannot stop the cold of knowing that your hand is not the one I get to hold. And the quiet night is whispering your name into the air, but I turn around and find that you are never standing there. I am calling to the darkness till my throat begins to ache, with a heart that is so fragile that it's ready to break. Oh, the stars are looking down upon my lonely weeping eyes as I face the empty canvas of the cold and quiet sky. I find a silver necklace that you left upon the stand. It has a little charm shaped like a tiny silver key. I hold it in the palm of my trembling cold hand and wonder if you'll ever come back home to me. If there is any magic in the universe tonight, I pray that it will guide you back into my loving sight. I would give up all my dreams and all the treasures of the earth just to show you what your gentle love is truly worth. And the quiet night is whispering your name into the air, but I turn around and find that you are never standing there. I am calling to the darkness till my throat begins to ache, with a heart that is so fragile that it's ready to break. Oh, the stars are looking down upon my lonely weeping eyes as I face the empty canvas of the cold and quiet sky.
has finally stopped, but all the streets are shining wet. The neon lights are casting yellow shadows on the ground. I am walking through the places that we met when we first met, and looking at the faces in the crowd without a sound. I see our old reflection in a puddle by the store. We looked so happy then when we were young and very free. But then a car goes driving by and splashes on the shore and washes out the image of the way we used to be. I try to trace your footsteps on the wet and shiny street, but they are gone beneath the rush of other people's feet. And I am left with nothing but a damp and heavy coat, and all the loving words that we had never got to road. Oh, the road is long and lonely when you walk it all alone, with a heart that is as heavy as a solid piece of stone. I am searching for a sign of us in every single place, but there is only emptiness and cold and open space. I will wander through the city till the morning starts to show, with a love that I am simply never able to let go. I stand before the theater where we saw our favorite show. They changed the letters on the sign a very long time ago, and now the lobby's dark and all the doors are locked up tight, just like the pretty memories we shared inside the night. If I could paint a picture of our love upon the wall, I would make it so beautiful and very big and tall, so that everyone who passes by would see what we had lost and understand the heavy price and bitter, painful cost. Oh, the road is long and lonely when you walk it all alone, with a heart that is as heavy as a solid piece of stone. I am searching for a sign of us in every single place, but there is only emptiness and cold and open space. I will wander through the city till the morning starts to show, with a love that I am simply never able to let go.
The station platform's empty as the midnight hour arrives. The cold wind is whistling through the metal and the steel. I think of all the different paths we take inside our lives, and all the bitter bitter sorrow that I'm forced to sit and feel. I hold a single ticket in my trembling wet hand. It's for a destination where I do not wanna go, but I cannot stay forever in this quiet, lonely land, where every corner reminds me of the love we used to know. I hear the distant rumble of the engine on the track, and know that once I board the train there is no coming back. I look behind my shoulder to the entrance of the gate, in hopes that you will run to me before it is too late. But the doors are closing slowly and the whistle starts to blow, and I am leaving all the dreams that we will never know. I watch the station lights begin to fade away from sight as the carriage carries me into the deep and heavy night. Oh, I loved you with a passion that was beautiful and true, but now I'm on a journey that is far away from you. I press my forehead hard against the cold window glass and watch the dark and empty fields begin to hurry past. It feels like all my happiness is slipping out of hand as I travel to a foreign and a very lonely land. Did you receive the message that I left upon your phone? Or are you sitting in your room and feeling all alone? I wish that you would call me and tell me to return and quench the burning fire that has started to reburn. But the doors are closing slowly and the whistle starts to blow, and I am leaving all the dreams that we will never know. I watch the station lights begin to fade away from sight as the carriage carries me into the deep and heavy night. Oh, I loved you with a passion that was beautiful and true, but now I'm on a journey that is far away from you.
I follow the path we used to walk along the sandy shore. The ocean waves are crashing hard against the heavy rocks. I hear the sound of seagulls and the water's mighty roar, and think of all the memories we locked inside our box. Your footprints have been washed away by the rising of the tide, and there is only mine left walk together side by side and feel the warmth of holding on to your beloved hand. But now the sea is gray and cold and stretching far away, and I am left with nothing but a bitter winter day. I try to call your name, but it is swallowed by the breeze that's blowing through the branches of the dying willow trees. Oh, the water washes over every trace that we had made and leaves me in the quiet and the cold and dark shade. I am searching for a memory that I can keep alive, but I am finding that it is so difficult to survive without the gentle comfort of your arms around my chest, in a world where my poor soul can never find a place to I find a little seashell that is painted white and pink. We used to collect them when the sun began to sink. I put it in my pocket as a token of the past, and wonder why the beautiful things never seem to last. If I could paint our names upon the surface of the sea, I would make sure that they would stay for all eternity, so that the waves could never wash our history away, and we would be together till the very final day. Trace that we had made and leaves me in the quiet and the cold and dark shade. I am searching for a memory that I can keep alive, but I am finding that it is so difficult to survive without the gentle comfort of your arms around my chest, in a world where my poor soul can never find a place to rest.
Close the bedroom door and turn the lights down very low. The house is finally silent and the world is fast asleep, but my heavy beating heart is still reluctant to let go of all the dark and painful secrets that I have to keep. I sit upon the edge of our old wooden double bed and look at the empty pillow where your head once used to lie, and all the cruel words we spoke are spinning in my head, until I start to look up at the dark and heavy sky. I tried to be so strong when I was walking a sudden winter rain, but they cannot wash away the deep and heavy pain. I am holding on to nothing but a ghost of your embrace, and crying in the darkness of this cold and empty space. Oh, I loved you with a force that I never could control, and now the empty silence is consuming of my soul. I find a woolen scarf that you had left behind last spring. It still smells like the perfume that you always used to wear, and all the golden memories begin to pinch and sting as I realize that you are never standing there. Why must the nighttime be the time when everything is clear, and bring back all the sorrow and the bitter heavy tear? I wish that I could sleep and never have to dream again of the beautiful beginning and the painful bitter end. And the tears begin to fall like a sudden winter rain, but they cannot wash away the deep and heavy pain. I am holding on to nothing but a ghost of your embrace, and crying in the darkness of this cold and empty space. Oh, I loved you with a force that I never could control, and now the empty silence is consuming of my soul.
We stood beneath the awning as the heavy rain poured down. Both of us were staring at our shoes upon the floor. There was a heavy quietness that hung across the town as we realized that we could never love each other more. I wanted to reach out and pull you close into my chest and tell you that I'm sorry for the mistakes that we made. But my throat was dry and heavy, and my spirit was oppressed as we watched the pretty colors of the sunset start to fade. And so we stood in silence till the taxi cab arrived, and didn't say a word about the love that hadn't survived. You got inside the car and didn't even look behind, leaving all the golden dreams to tangle in my mind. And the quietest farewell is the one we never spoke, when the beautiful connection that we built so suddenly broke. Now I'm standing by myself in the cold and freezing rain, with a heart that is full of a deep and lasting pain. Oh, I am looking at the street where your car had drove away, and wishing I had found the proper words for me say. I find a written note inside my pocket from that night. It has a little telephone number that is blurred and wet. And now the evening sky is turning dark instead of bright, with all the heavy sorrow of a permanent regret. If I could call you up and speak the words I should have said, would it clear away the shadows that are spinning in my head? Or are we far too damaged by the passage of the years to ever find a way to wash away our bitter tears? And the quietest farewell is the one we never spoke, when the beautiful connection that we built so suddenly broke. Now I'm standing by myself in the cold and freezing rain, with a heart that is full of a deep and lasting pain. Oh, I am looking at the street where your car had drove away, and wishing I had